Now, I had an email from a young lady called Claire Gervin. She's from Australia. So I replied to her and I thought, wow, go on, girl. You just don't know with Australians. You never know whether they can bloody read or not. What do you think, Mo? Can Australians read? Probably not. So we'll make this little video. We did a little video about Stepover apple trees at Eggleston Hall Gardens. We never took it any further than planting them and pruning them. Stepovers, if you're not aware, are apple trees that can be used to edge a path. Here, along this path, which is, we've put a wire, and the wire, you can have it at whatever height you want. I usually have it at about 18 inches. I don't know if Australians work in feet or whether they work in meters, metric. Don't know, don't bloody care really. But 18 inches, about half a metre, or a little bit less, but you can have them whatever you want. We use these posts like this, and you put a hole through here, a couple of inches down, and the wire is put through there. Now it's really, really important to use high tensile wire. If you don't use high tensile wire, it's like an old aging model, it starts to bloody sag. Also, we alluded to at Eggleston turning them into archways. This tree here has been taken up as well as along for the Stepover and then taken across and then back down. Tucker, will you stop pissing about with that dog? Oh, God. Anyway, right, dogs aside. We put the posts in about every, what should we say, 2 metres. Maybe 3, depending on the strength of the posts. And Claire asked me if how you tightened up the wires. You can see here with these bolts. Better there's no sun on this one. They're a threaded bolt with an eye on the end, and you just put your wire in, your high tensile wire, and then tighten them up. That way they don't sag. Here, again, is an arch, and the arch is taken up. You put a cane in to train them across to start with, but you can take that away after a while. You know, after a while in terms of training a fruit tree, it's probably about 3 or 4 years. So you need to have a little bit of patience as well. With all of these restricted forms of tree, you really need to summer prune in England. If you look at this one, I'll just get my leg over it. That's over the wire. You cut back to about 1 bud, maybe 2, because you want to develop little spurs, little growing spurs. You see, apple trees grow through 2 growing periods. From about May until late June, they grow like hell. They put on this extension growth. And then they have a dormant period throughout July until middle of August. And then they put on another growing period. Now the time to summer prune is in that dormant period. I usually do it around the 2nd week of July. And then you cut them back. Then this bud here, that can turn into a fruit bud, but it also encourages these little spurs. It's quite an easy way of doing it. Just think second week of July, everything cut back, all that year's growth, 2 buds. Dead easy. Even a bloody Australian could do it. Or a well-dressed monkey. Who's got the ashes right now? Tucker? Do we have the ashes? Oh, I think we do, yeah. Because they can't play cricket out there anymore, can they? Had their day. Right, that's about it, Claire. And I was just thinking, I didn't know, technology is brilliant, isn't it? You can get all over the bloody world with it. And I was just thinking, what's the best 2 Australian jokes we have out here? So I was asking a friend, and he gave me one. He said, what's the difference between Australia and a pot of yoghurt? And the answer was that after 300 years, you'd expect a culture to have formed on a pot of yoghurt. Well, I quite like that one. But the best one has got to be the Australian word for foreplay. Wait, wake up. Oh dear, I do love Australians. We get loads of them in the garden, so I don't know what they're all doing over here. But it's lovely to have them, and they have the same sense of humour as us, and I really enjoy their company. The only thing I don't like is if you're in America or Canada and people come up to you and they say, "Oh, you're Australian, aren't you?" No, I'm not fucking Australian. Thank you, Claire, for your email. Bye bye.